Harem is one of those guilty pleasure genres I enjoy just for the girls, liking the guy, and the same whole tropes and characteristics you see all the time, which can be surprisingly fun at times, but I can usually just mindlessly enjoy shows which I know aren't the best, but I can't help but like them, you know? Of course, there's good shows that really stick out to me in the genre. Some may have wonderful, colorful animation, cool premise, absurd fun, and most importantly, a cast I like. So a while ago, I watched the Quintessential Quintuplets, and well, I love it. I can't say more than that. I love it so much. The Quintessential Quintuplets is another show to the genre that just reminded me how wonderful the genre can be, combining various reasons I love the genre in the first place into one whole package. It's really wholesome and has warmed its way in my heart. So today I'm going to talk about why I think the Quintessential Quintuplets is the quintessential watch. Let's begin. So the basic premise of the Quintessential Quintuplets is the main character Futuro has to tutor the Quintuplet sisters to try to help with his poor family. Without giving spoilers, the cast of the family really feels like an actual family, and each of the girls feels distinct in personality and feel like actual real people. The main character is even different than the average main character, with having to learn about each girl and to care about people outside of his family. Each character feels distinctive and gives their own dynamic to the whole show, and without any of them, I don't think the show would have been what it is today. The art's beautiful, the music is wonderful, it's just a show that put a smile on my face, and I love it. It's not one sum, it's not a two sum, it's not a three sum, it's not a four sum, but it's wholesome. So minor spoilers from this point on. I will give some spoilers, so if you want to watch the show completely blind, I would recommend to not watch past this point. Alright, so let's talk about the characters, because I love them all. And I felt like each one of them was unique in their own way. Itsuki Nakano is the first girl of the show, and is a tsundere in the sense that she doesn't always show her true feelings. She also tended to hold a grudge against Futuro due to his treating of her in the beginning of the show, but she does have a soft spot for Futuro's little sister, and is shown to be really nice at heart. I can also relate to Itsuki's stubbornness to study with a tutor and not feeling trusting with self-studying. She's a hard worker, earnest, and I loved how Futuro and her reconciled. It touched my heart. It touched my heart. She's the closest of the siblings to being a tsundere, but even still, I really loved her character, and I felt that the trope of the tsundere was really well played here. So the next sibling is Yotsuba Nakano. She is the most energetic and athletic of the sisters. She's the first one to give Futuro a chance, and helps others when requested of them. Kind of an airhead, but can be surprisingly tricky and observant of the impact Futuro has had on the family. Even though out of all the girls she got the least development, I still found her to be an enjoyable character. Kind of reminds me of a friend, Sarah. So next one's Miku. Oh, Miku. Not Hatsune Miku. Miku. Arguably best girl. Okay, who am I kidding myself? I really loved her. She might be best girl. She is best girl, I'm gonna be honest with you. After getting his way into Miku's heart through history, she really started to like Futuro, which I really liked how she defended him in the beginning portions. So Miku is a shy character with headphones around her neck, and she's unconfident at times in the face of her other family's abilities, and that's honestly wait, what? Why is my face showing for this part? Get my face out here. Get my face out here. Transitioning away from that, I enjoyed her really liking Futuro while also taking her sisters into consideration. Top tier. And honestly, I just loved her dynamic throughout the show too. She's like the Onodera character. She's just the character that I just can't love. She's just beautiful. Touch my heart, no. Nino Nakano is the most hesitant of Futuro and adds a dynamic to the show, as she is untrusting of him and will constantly go against him a lot. Although she does it for the sake of her family and cares a lot about traditions, in the end she'll even start warming up to Futuro after seeing all he's done for them. Nino's a character that the show really needed for some serious tension, but at the same time I really sympathized with her and I didn't really hate her, and I ended up really liking her character. Without her in the show wouldn't have been the same without that dynamic she offers to the whole crowd. Now the last but not least is the older sister, Ichika Nakano. Can I just say, what a wingman. Woman. Yeah. She knows how her sisters feel and tends to push Futuro in a direction to helping them, and most of the time helping Miku. She also has ambitions to be a star, which could also conflict with her time spent with her family and her time studying at school too. She also starts developing feelings for Futuro towards the end, which she tries to keep inside but can't hold them for long. I loved her observation towards everything and how she just had a whole good grasp on the situation at hand. Adorable. Ah! I can't talk about characters without talking about the protagonist himself. Futuro starts out kind of hesitant on teaching the girls, but continued for the money. He eventually develops and starts developing his own viewpoints on the sisters. It was cool seeing a main character who wasn't the average main character and see the development of him starting to care about people outside of his family and start caring about the Nakano girls. Also was nice to see him care about his sister. That's just adorable. That's super adorable. Yeah, I've said adorable so many times. Adorable. 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 The main character was a real treat, and I can't imagine the show being the same without any of them, and that's a sign of a good cast. Before moving on, I love how the quintuplets all look like each other, which is a neat detail since they are all quintuplets. The animation really shines, being able to transition from simple, breathtaking in my eyes, and it just gave a real sparkle and animation smoothness to everything. The music is wonderful, and I love the opening, if you couldn't tell from that opening segment where they all just start singing and it says, oh my god, it's so adorable. This is amazing, you know? I'm sorry. The show follows a formula towards the start with Futuro helping Miku through knowledge of history, and I thought you would just continue using each subject on each girl just to generically follow through with how a show usually goes forth. But surprisingly, I couldn't predict where the show's going, and I thought it was all for the better that I couldn't predict where the show was going, and I really liked that about it. One thing I forgot to mention thus far was one of the main premises, which was the mystery quintuplet, who he marries at the end of the show, beginning of the show. You know what I mean. It's still never revealed who the bride was, but if I had to take a guess, I thought it was Itsuki at first. I really wanted it to be Miku, but I honestly don't know. It could be anyone. It could be the sixth quintuplet, it could be a fusion of all of them into one. Which, coming to think about it, that's not a definite no. Because considering that there was 5 dresses at the beginning, 5 people with all the mirrors, it is possible that he married all of them, since they always refer to themselves as 5 parts of one whole. 5/5? I think it was 5/5. So it is a real possibility that we could get the harem ending. And to be honest, I love the cast enough that I'd actually really like them, because I love all the girls. All in all, this harem was refreshing. Having seen so many generic harem shows, I forgot that the genre can produce such goodness. Don't get me wrong, I love a lot of harem shows, but this one just touched me on an emotional level. And for that I say, good job anime. I love it. I love it so much. So if for some reason you haven't seen the show and got to this point, I'd say watch it. It's become one of my favorites, and while I can't guarantee it to be the best anime in your eyes, I'd say it's still a good watch when it comes to the genre. And the score I got on my anime list surprised me. It was pretty lower than I expected, considering how much I enjoyed it, along with my friend Mikey, who initially told me to watch the show, which I followed through, and I'm glad I did. So if you're watching this, Mikey, thank you. So this was my first time I tried reviewing something again in a long time, so I hope it was well formatted and edited. I hope you enjoyed it, and maybe feel inspired to watch the show. So my name is Sean Chankowski, and I hope you have a good day. Peace! So I just do Comic Explains ending. Peace. I love that piece so much. Yeah, I love it. This is amazing. Oh my god. My heart, it's so sweet.